Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy, see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past. What else do you need to know? You've been doing a lot of thinking. There's something where I'm just getting the sense of that you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. You've really been focusing on your own priorities, what matters the most to you, what's going to bring you that sense of feeling and joy in your life. There's been a lot of emphasis around kind of getting back to who you are, in a sense. Looking here, bottom of the deck, this feels why. I was picking up another person in this reading, and now I'm not surprised to see it. So Lovers is at the bottom of the deck here. I am picking up another person. So I'm just going to jump into the reading because this person shows up right away. So King of Cups is showing up as somebody else. Male or female, it's just the energy of the card. This is a water sign, maybe, or somebody who's just very emotionally mature. So water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this is somebody who doesn't manipulate a situation. This is not somebody who's going to come in and just try to take advantage of you in any way. This is somebody who's very emotionally mature, who thinks before they speak, understands the ramifications of the words that are said, understands that those words cannot be taken back. Six of Wands here, there might have been a journey with this person because the Six of Wands shows up after the Five of Wands. So there might have been some sort of challenge or obstacle, whether it was in relationships in general and you're finally getting to a place of finding somebody who you feel is worthy, or it could be with this person that you've been on some sort of journey. But whatever it is right now, because I'm not seeing clearly one way or the other, but what I am really getting is that you've been through it. When it comes to your relationships, it hasn't been easy for the most part. And so now it's about, okay, well, this one seems to be pretty solid, whether it's you two finally came together in some sort of way or it's a brand new person. Either way, there's some sort of new chapter that's unfolding for you. So the Fool card is showing up in what you need to focus on. The Fool card is about letting go of expectations. It's being open to doing things differently, seeing things through a different lens. There's a lot of transformation connected to this Fool energy. It does indicate that old karma, old ways of doing things cleared up. Don't need that going forward. You're about to learn something new here, but in a positive way. I mean, this is all meant to put you more in alignment with who you are. Three of Wands is showing up in the past position. So this is about being patient. This is about doing the work that you need to do, understanding and trusting the process. Hierophant is showing up in your strength position. So you are very grounded and practical in your expectations of what relationships should be. You've got this mindset here of longevity. And so with that longevity comes this sense of responsibility because it takes two people to have that healthy relationship. When it comes down to arguments and things like that, you're not going to just walk away. You want to work on things with this other person. And that's going to be the lens that you look at this through. It's like you're not waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're not looking for that moment where you can say, okay, this is enough. I'm done. I'm ready to move on. It's like, okay, this obstacle appeared. How do we work through it? It's a very different approach to relationships. And so I love to see that showing up for you. The sun is showing up in your near future, so that's a lot of positivity. I mean, the sunshine, you can't get any more positive than just everything being illuminated, all of the positive things in your life. It's this sense of optimism that things are moving in the right direction. And when I look at the external influences, so really how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. Love this combination. Ace of Wands, what motivates you to get you going? This Fool, this brand new beginning, starts with what you're passionate about. Knight of Pentacles, you're using all of the experiences you've had. Now, this means that you've learned the lessons. So you're not bringing that karma with you, you're closing that out, and you're really kind of going about this new beginning with this fresh sense of anything is possible. Queen of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So that's actually coming across as you, even though you're an air sign. Queen of Wands wants to move things forward. And so male or female is just the energy of the card. This other person is showing up as the king, you're showing up as a queen. And this just tells me there's two different people here. But the Queen of Wands likes to take action, wants to take really informed action. So really thinking things through, which is definitely your energy, but also being open to change. If the path forward does require some modification along the way, the Queen of Wands will do it. Then we have the Tower showing up in the potential outcome. So there is about to be some sort of change that takes place here. There's some sort of shakeup. I'm not getting the sense that this is going to be actually one way or the other, whether it's going to be more of like that, okay, this is an aha moment, or this is a complete shakeup. So let me get some additional details here. Tell me about the King of Cups with the Six of Wands. King of Cups. This person is really coming across strongly. Whatever your connection is with this other person, there might be a strong spiritual connection. There's a lot of emotional connection between the two of you. This person's in it. This person wants to succeed as much as you do. You're actually on the same page. If you weren't aware that you want the same things, that you kind of respond to relationships the same way, this person is a lot like you in that respect, where they're going to want to work on the problems and not just abandon the relationship because it got too hard. That's not how this person's going to be. Tell me about the Fool. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, I love to see this because the Knight of Pentacles is out here twice. The Knight of Pentacles is all the lessons that you've learned. It's incorporating those lessons. It's moving forward. And that's exactly what you're doing here. You're not looking to repeat any past patterns. You're looking to take those lessons that you've learned and let go of expectations so that as you move forward, you're not repeating those patterns. Three of Wands. I'm getting the Two of Wands. That's interesting. So part of this journey was about you making a very clear decision on what it is that you wanted next. You had to go through this journey on your own, or on your own, again, like you could have been in another relationship, but it's more about you needed to come to these conclusions on your own. You needed to do your own internal work, be patient with yourself, let things unfold. If you see the potential in a situation, that doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. There is timing that's connected to everything. And sometimes there's more work that needs to be done, especially when it comes to relationships. It could not, if one of you needed to do work, then one of you needed to do work. It couldn't just magically happen just because you were ready. What if the other person wasn't ready? What if that person needed to do work? And so that's a lot where the patience was coming from, the being able to kind of see the potential within the connection. Tell me about the Hierophant. Death. Some sort of change taking place. I mean, Scorpio might be significant. We've got the Tower and we've got the Death card. These are both change cards here, but the Death card and the King of Cups are both water signs. So lots of emotions here at play, lots of change that's taking place. The Fool is about that change anyway, with that new beginning that kind of clears up the karma from the past. I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. And so there's something that's unfolding, or it's getting ready to unfold, that has some longevity connected to it. There's an offer of a commitment here. Your approach to relationships now versus the way that they used to be might be different. But that's actually your strength, is because you're not repeating those past lessons. You don't need to. With the Sun, I am getting the Nine of Swords. So you have some sort of fear connected to seeing all this positivity. That fear is connected to your past karma. You may have always been in those relationships where you wanted something long-term with somebody else, but maybe you always chose somebody that left you thinking, when's the other shoe going to drop? When is this person going to leave me? When am I going to not be happy anymore? So you do have this kind of fear, this apprehension around whatever is about to unfold here. It's almost like you're afraid to accept that you could have everything that you want. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Yeah, those are all those past lessons. But within this entire journey, as it relates to your love life, what you're really learning about yourself is kind of getting back to that grassroots. What is it when you first started dating, whenever that was? What is it that you really wanted? It's kind of getting back to that headspace when you were young. What is it? What kind of relationships did you want? What kind of longevity did you want in those connections? How did you see all of that playing out? Because that's coming to the surface for sure. Ace of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah. That's interesting. This other person, because the other person's coming across as a king. So Queen of Wands and King of Wands, both out here. You're both motivated by the same things. You're both motivated by your passions. Your whatever really kind of gets you motivated to take action here. You both have that strong sense of, if I see the potential here, I'm going to take action. I'm not going to sit back and just let it pass me by. I'm going to seize the opportunity. You're both in that space. Queen of Wands, Tower. That's interesting that the Tower is out here twice. There's something about the actions that you're taking. You are afraid of acting too much on one side. There's something about if you come across too strong, or if you try to move this forward too quickly, then you might prematurely end the relationship. There's something about this. And I started to do air quotes around it, but just with one hand instead of two. A relationship's not going to prematurely end. It ends because it needs to end. There was something about it wherever the lesson was learned, or it was something that you both needed to do something on your own before you could come back together. So there's this fear around some sort of sudden ending based on actions that you take. That's not going to be the case. Tell me about the Tower. I mean, I say that's not going to be the case. I mean, there's a lesson to be learned in all of that. That doesn't mean it's a finality. With the Tower, I'm getting temperance. So something is about to come into some sort of alignment. This actually feels like your fear is going to come into some sort of alignment here. Something is going to shift. The shift is going to happen within you, because that temperance is within you. Let me see if I can get any additional guidance on how to navigate this Tower energy. So I'm getting 1, 2, one more card. 8 of Wands. Be open to talking about your fears, anything that's holding you back. Yep. Hierophant came in upside down. So talk about your fears about something not working out. Because Hierophant, you want it to. 4 of Wands, you want it to. Conversation's definitely going to be necessary in order for you to get that balance that you're looking for within yourself, within this connection with this other person. Aquarius, honestly, this is, despite the Towers that you're seeing here, this is actually a really positive reading. There's a lot of potential and possibility here for you. So I hope this resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.